Okay. Hi Andrea, how are you today?
Pretty good. Well, how about you?
Fine. It's a really nice day outside. So, tell me, how was your week?
Yeah, it was good. I finished the first course of Module E. I try to talk a little bit more about with the school about the OPT, which is the thing that I want to talk about. I wanted to learn more information about it and understand how the possibilities that I will have once I finish my dual degree to work here in the United States.
Nice. Do you want to talk about that? The possibilities that you have after you finish your thing?
Yeah.
You're doing the marketing.
Business analytics.
Business analytics.
In
San Francisco. Oh, nice.
But basically, I've been going around and talking with professors and also with people from the school, from the visa and everything, to understand a little bit more what's the timing of the OPT, how it works, how can I get it, and also the possibilities that I will have on finding a job, and what's their opinion, since this is the first time that I'm looking for a job here in the United States. I wanted to understand a little bit more what are the possibilities, like, because you read, as much as you read on the paper or anything, it's better to have an opinion from someone that lives here and knows how the market is here.
Okay. Do you have some deadlines for the OPT, or some things that you need to achieve in order to be ready when you will be able to apply?
Basically, it's not a deadline per se, but it's like you when you apply for the OPT, you have 3 months to find a job, and after those 3 months, you are kicked out from the country, and you need to decide basically when you want those 3 months to start. Like the deadline for
it's not a year. I thought that it was a year.
No, you have the OPT for
3 months to apply to the OPT, and then you have 4 years.
Yeah, if you find a job.
Okay.
Like you have those 3 months, maximum of 3 months to find a job, but you can apply whenever you want to, and the day that you decide to apply, it starts at 3 months. So I don't know if and you cannot start working until that day, like then you decide to start the 3 months of OPT. So basically, if I decide, if we finish on in March 2019, and I decided, since I have a month free, that I can not apply for the OPT, and I decided only to apply for May to 2020, I can now work in April, but my OPT, the chance to find a job will go from May 2020 until July 2020, like all those 3 months, instead of like going from April until June. So basically, you need to decide when that slot of 3 months you wanna have to find a job.
Okay, and have you considered apply before your master finish?
Yeah, I talk mostly with the careers advisors about that, because I wanted to understand mostly what was my possibility to find a job, so they could tell me, like in a weird sentence, like, as soon as you finish, you're gonna have a job in the first day, or like it's better to wait a little bit, go and find companies and everything, so have your OPT a little bit later. But I consider applying before, so I can have a job as soon as possible. But then, as I understood, everyone said to me that decision could be made in around January of 2020, like when it's almost done. So you have a better idea, like if there is a company already interested in you, or because you can still talk with the companies and see what are they, if they want you to work there, or if you haven't found anyone that wants hire you. That's so everyone told me to wait until January to make that decision.
So if I understand you, you have to decide in June. No, the firms will decide if they offer to you a permanent position in June. So you are going to wait until May to apply in May, June, July.
Depends on the companies. Like if you find a company that wants you already, you can start the OPT on the day that you finish the dual degree, and then you have only April, May, and June to find a job. But if you know that a company wants you, then you can do that because you know you're going to start already in May in April or May if you're late.
Close to the end of the.
But if you don't know, then you actually have it's a little bit risky to apply for as soon as you finish, because then you only have 3 months to find a job. Because if you don't find during these 3 months, the OPT is not going to be more available to me too. So I would not be able to work here.
So you will wait 1 month after you finish.
And by now, yes, but that decision, they told me the final decision you can decide even on at the end of the dual degree. But to have a better idea, I think I will need to wait at least until January, especially because I'm going to be there in San Francisco, so I can have a look if there are companies that want to hire me, or what's the market.
Or have a clear idea.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you going to apply for internships or job positions? What are you interested in?
Basically, I'm not gonna lie that between internship and a full job, I'll always prefer a full job directly. But I wouldn't mind applying for an internship if it's something the job that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Since I wanted to do work in statistics with sports, I would love, and I don't have a proper experience on that area, then I wouldn't mind doing an internship on that, so I can start having experience and then move to a permanent job on that particular area. If it's something that I don't really, if it's something different or something that I already have work with, then I'd rather have something more permanent and start working without the uncertainty of the internship.
Okay. While, as you told me before, you're going to wait until it could be close to the end of your master to decide. While it happens these months, have you considered doing something that will lead you to decide or know the main places that you want to work or to apply after?
Well, I'm still talking with a lot of people here and understanding what's the best places where I can go. Fortunately, here in the United States, it's this area where I work with. It's growing all over the United States. So I'm still having a look, especially looking also in the job opportunities like LinkedIn or websites or of the companies that I want to work for. So to see if there is an opening or how if they have already a figure that will work doing what I want to do. And with that, compare also with the fact that I want to live in a city where it's not that colder as Boston is during the winter. So, of course, that will be a secondary thing. But if I can choose, I'll probably choose a place where the temperatures don't go as low as here. I would rather go to Miami or to to the West Coast in California or Nevada or even in the center. I wouldn't mind going to Texas since one of the...
So you're open to options?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I'm fortunately been lived in 6 different cities during my life. San Francisco will be the 7th. I'm not gonna mind changing again for a job that I will love.
I think being flexible will help you a lot applying. But while you wait until evaluate the OPT options, how do you think you can do to decide the main companies that you want to apply? Have you do some research about the events that they organize or some things that can help you to be in contact with them in advance before trying to apply when you get totally...
Well, I try to understand some events. There actually is one here in Boston, but unfortunately it's in October.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can maybe try to come here in October for that, I will have a look at my classes for the dual degree and try to come here if I can. But also I'm sending also emails to the San Francisco campus to understand a little bit more if what are maybe some connections that the school has with some companies, and also of course here in Boston. But I think I'm waiting a little bit until I start to do a degree to start like properly finding some things. I already did my research before, like, so there are some companies that I want to work for, like, but those are the most famous ones. I need to start also to, as soon as I start to do a degree, to understand a little bit about more the small companies where I can start working, because I cannot pretend to start in the biggest companies that there are here. Of course, dreaming is not forbidden, but like I think I need to put my feet a little bit into the ground and understand if like work my way to the top by starting in a small company.
Okay, how about your time? And are you having too much free time now, or?
Well, no, well, yeah. Social, let's say, like I'm during my the time that I have here, I'm dividing between like taking advantage of the city and trying to go to events that I'm interested, and also doing a little bit of research.
Which event have you been?
Mostly with Harvard. Like there were some events like they did, like I've been to 2. It were more like
are they related with sports?
Not so many. Like they are related with data.
Mm-hmm.
One in MIT actually. The MIT did one on data that I went to. The Harvard was more about networking, and I went also with a friend of mine. So we like. It was more curiosity than other things. For my job, I think I did more research than events. Like here, I also here in Hollywood we did one about data analytics, and that was more generic view. I need to start going into more into sport area, because here, unfortunately, on that sport area, they only have one event. As I said, is the one in October.
But how long is it?
15.
It's too big.
We went a little bit long.
Well, finally, suggestions. I think you should take advantage of the free time that you have now and try to go more events related to sports. You have big universities here that perhaps can help you to have a general idea of what you need.
Yeah. Okay. So like. I think we started a lot really good. Like we were talking about all open questions. I don't remember answering almost none of closed end of questions. Like the deadline, we talk about the deadlines, how you consider like you work a lot on the timeline, like what you're gonna do, like before, after, and during the dual degree. So to have a better understanding on when the OPT will be considered, and then we went, you did two summarizes, one in the middle, one in the end. And then we talk a little bit more to apply into internships to understand a little bit better, and about the research. So I think we started in a way, and we went down to a clear road. I think to have a better understanding on how I can help myself to find.
To analyze your time to achieve something. Okay.
I think it was very good. Stop here before we go over and